Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone where I learned this truth. Much respect to the brothers out there preaching and teaching the truth worldwide across the four corners of the earth. Salutation to the Akims and Aquas that might be viewing this lesson. Tonight, I'm going to do a lesson entitled, Why is Faith Important? I'm going to start off with my first scripture, and it comes from Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is a substance, Now faith is a substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen. Now that's the definition of faith, and that's what we need to have in this truth in order to make it. We need an abundance of faith, because it's going to take faith in order for us to continue on this journey, which going to bring me to my next scripture, which is Romans 10:17, and it reads, So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of Yahweh. That's where we gain our faith from. We gain our faith from hearing the word and in believing in the word and knowing that the word is true. So when we either viewing our lessons, or we're reading our scriptures, or we're just meditating on the scriptures, or we're praying, we're building our faith. And it's the word of Yahweh, that Bahashem Yahweh Shai, that's going to get us to where we need to go. Which brings me to my next scripture, is 2 Corinthians 5:7, and it reads, We walk by faith and not by sight. Now, a lot of times we have to see something in order to walk in it, but this faith is something totally different. It's something like what I explained, in the first scripture. It's the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So we walking in something that we don't see. We believing and trusting in how Bahashem Yahweh Shai to take us where we need to go on this journey, to keep us on that narrow path of faith and righteousness, so that we can continue to do what we need to do and understand that we're doing the right thing. We have faith and trust and belief in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. So that brings me to my next scripture, 1 Corinthians 2:5, and it reads, that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of Yahweh. It's not what someone tells you. It's not what someone is going to allow you to get from a book. It's in the power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai that you're going to get your faith and gain your faith. It shouldn't be that you leaning and depending on what somebody tells you, or what they give you to read, but it's the power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai that's going to continue to give you something that you can stand on. Which brings me to my next scripture, and that's Ephesians 2:8. For by grace are ye saved through faith. Salakia. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is a gift of Yahweh. It's by Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai's grace that we're saved, that we're able to have that gift from Him, because we couldn't do it ourselves. We couldn't do anything ourselves. It's impossible for us to do anything on our own. But He makes it possible, and it's by His grace that He allows us to be saved and to be able to uh, be used by Him, in order to have our place in the kingdom. Uh, it's important that we acknowledge Him in all things, and it's important that we understand what's the true ingredients of us getting, you know, the full Barak uh, from the Most High. We have to have faith in Him. We have to have trust in Him. We have to believe in Him, not ourselves, but we have to believe in Him, and acknowledge that He is the one true Father and Creator of all, that He is the Most High, that He is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai by Himself, that no one can do what He does. We can't do anything without Him, so we have to have that faith. Which brings me to my next scripture, which is James 2:24. You see then how that by works a man is justified, and not by faith only. Now, though we need, and we desperately need the faith, we got to do the work too. We gotta do the work in order to build up our faith. It's not just like it's just gonna fall on us by us just, thinking that we're privileged to, or we're worthy of having it. We got to do the work. We got to, whether it's doing our lessons, whether it's on highways and byways, whether it's reading, whether it's praying, whether it's fasting, whether it's meditating on the Word, we got to do the work. And the work is necessary for us to get our faith built up, and therefore, we have what we need in order to be built up in the spirit, in order to be where we need to be in the kingdom. So we definitely have to do the works, and the works is what justifies us. The works is what allow us to show Yahweh Shem Yahushua that we're available to Him, and that we can be used by Him, and therefore our faith will be built up, and therefore we can do what this last scripture I have, and it reads, well, first of all, Salakia, the scripture is Hebrews 11:6, and it reads, but without faith it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that He is, and that He is the rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. Now that's powerful, because without faith, how can we please Yahweh Shem Yahushua? Without believing in Him, without trusting in Him, how can we please Him? Because now we're just doing for the sake of doing. We're not doing it to please Him. We're not doing it to acknowledge Him. We're not doing it to magnify and lift Him up. We're just doing just for the sake of, maybe it'll get me somewhere. But we don't truly believe. So He's not going to reward us in any type of way, because we don't truly believe. We don't truly have faith that He's going to do what we ask of Him, or what He's asking of us. We don't believe. So without faith, it's impossible to please Him. I'm trying to think, and it brings me to which is someone that's very prominent in the Bible. It is Moses. Moses had to have faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua in order to go before Pharaoh and ask him to let Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua's people go, because he was not a great speaker. He didn't see in himself how he was able to do it. But when he spoke to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua about it, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua said that he'll make sure that he get it done, and you just let me do it, and I'll take care of it. And he had to have faith that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua was going to do it, and he also placed his brother Aaron with him in order for him to actually take care of the task that the Most High had him to do. So when you have faith and you trust in the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, then He's going to give you everything necessary in order for you to do what He asks of you, or anything that you ask of Him. You have to have faith and belief and trust that He can do it. If you have someone sick in your family and you're praying over them, you have to have faith that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to heal them. Or when you pray in the morning, you have to have faith that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to hear you when you're praying. Otherwise, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your breath, and you're wasting your efforts. You have to have that belief in you, and you have to build up that faith daily by reading the Word, by praying, by meditating on the Word, and by having it to where it's in here, it's in your heart. So I pray that this lesson was edifying, and I give all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, B'Hashem, B'Kakadash. Shalom.